good, y'all? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ty, and if you are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and join the game. So first off, I'm gonna start off by saying RIP to Nipsey. And if you wonder why I'm looking down, I got some notes written down that I'm gonna be looking at to keep me on track with what I want to tell you. If you wonder why I'm talking about Dr.Sebi, it's because I feel like everything that happened with Nipsey revolves around Dr.Sebi. Because if you don't know, Nipsey wants to do a documentary basically talking about Dr.Sebi and everything that he did and everything that he was doing. Nipsey felt like he wanted to shine more light on Dr.Sebi, wanted to talk more about the situation, wanted to basically wake the world up and let them know that Dr.Sebi really was making a move out here that some people don't even have the heart to do. Because once Dr.Sebi claimed in New York's newspaper that he could cure AIDS and execute diseases, he went to jail. You know, they put him in jail, but he beat the charges. That was strike one for Dr.Sebi. Then they put him back in jail again because he was practicing medicine without a license. But if you're not into that government control situation and type of stuff, then this video not for you. You probably done thought I lost my mind. But honestly, wake up, hear me out. So Nipsey started doing interviews, which was popping up on my timeline on YouTube, but I didn't know why. On my YouTube channel, I was downloading his music, but on my phone and on YouTube, his interviews about the documentary kept popping up on my timeline. So as I'm watching his interviews, that's when I started hearing about Dr.Sebi, because at first I didn't even hear about him. Y'all know that black people do not get recognition for nothing that they do. I did not hear about Dr.Sebi. I didn't know nothing about Dr.Sebi. Dr.Sebi really made a name for himself, from what I see. Dr.Sebi basically came through and was basically doing his thing, basically making stuff happen that the government can't even make happen, you feel me? Just think about it. It's no cure for cancer, but don't you still go to the doctor? Don't you still go up there to go get chemotherapy and all that other whack ass shit? Okay, think about fucking AIDS. It's medicine you take, but is it curing it? Is it gonna fix it? Is it gonna clean it? You basically gonna have AIDS to the day you die. That's just off the gate. Everybody know that. Once you get AIDS, your time just started ticking. But Dr.Sebi, he already had a cure for that. He was doing it. Everybody was going to him. He was slowly making business happen. They had to come after him. And for Nipsey to want to step in the middle of that and try to do a documentary waking everybody up, because Nipsey has a name. Nipsey is a rapper. Nipsey gonna grab attention. Everybody's gonna be paying attention to everything Nipsey has to say about Dr.Sebi. For them to keep their money going, the pharmaceutical money, for them to keep their money flowing and keeping people coming and people buying their prescriptions and everything like that, they had to take Nipsey out because Nipsey was gonna wake some people up. They keep saying that he was killed over rap beef. Rap beef? Nipsey move around how he want to move around with no problems. Wasn't nobody really worried about Nipsey like that. Wasn't nobody after Nipsey and wasn't nobody on Nipsey top. You feel me? But when he started talking about a documentary and everybody was feeling it, because if you go watch his interviews, everybody was feeling Nipsey's interviews. People wanted to work with him. People wanted to get in there. People wanted to be a part of it. So that was too much. The government wasn't feeling it. That's getting in the middle of pharmaceutical industry. That's getting in the middle of their money. Because as long as we sick, we spending money. We buying medicine. We steady doing it. We filling our body out with bullshit. Think about it. Nothing helps. It's no cure for cancer. It's no cure for diabetes. It's no cure for AIDS. It's no cure for none of that. The more you go to the doctor, the more they get paid. Wake up. Like, seriously, just wake up. And while I was at work, I wrote down a few things. Dr.Sebi claimed in New York's newspaper that he could cure AIDS and execute diseases. He was executed through or by medical corporations because his AIDS remedy was going to fuck with their profit. Simple. Pure sense to me. Because I'm into that kind of stuff. MK Ultra, all that, I paid attention to that. You cannot fool me at all. I'm a female with knowledge and I'm into that. I've been woke up. And that probably been a few months ago when I started getting into this, and it makes too much sense. It makes way too much sense. Think about it. The food we eat, it's always something with the food. It's either we can't eat this because of something happened, or we can't eat that because something that happened. All that shit bad for us, but what we doing, we eating it. But guess what? Dr.Sebi, all his stuff was it was processed with a vegan diet, the herbs that's earth grown, and it was cleansing the body. He cured AIDS, like seriously, he cured AIDS, and Nipsey wanted to talk about that. Nipsey wants to do a documentary. They didn't like it. So I basically feel like that's what happened. It ain't rap beef. I don't feel like it was rap beef. I feel like it was the government all the way. I might sound like a fool, but I ain't the only one. It was basically stepping his foot in some shit that he probably did. He probably did know. Because the same thing happened to Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi said out his own mouth when I was watching his interview years ago. I went deep into it. Years ago, Dr. Sebi had an interview. His mama told him that they was coming. So he basically knew. He kept doing it. He kept helping people. He kept doing what he had to do, you know, to keep people clear. He knew that it was a cure. He just knew. The government is bullshit. It's a cure for all that shit. But what the hell do we know? Ain't nobody gonna cure us. Don't nobody care about all that, you know? It gets to the point people with cancer start crying because they in so much pain. Me personally, I have an aunt. And she not too long just died from cancer. And I don't know personally what kind of cancer it was because they wasn't really giving us a lot of information on my auntie or whatever. But before the doctor said she had cancer, you wouldn't think she had cancer. She was doing good, like she was smiling and everything. But as soon as she went to the doctor and she had cancer, it spread so quick, and it started taking her down. It's a cure for it. I feel like it is, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't know when we're gonna get the cure or how the cure gonna come, but I feel like it is. I feel like it's a cure to a lot of shit. They got money to spend on that bullshit that the government spend money on. The government spend money on so much bullshit. We can make fucking floating cars and all type of shit like that, but we cannot find cure for nothing. Nothing. It's meant for it to take us out. That's how they keep their population, how they want our population to be. They know something is going to take us out. They feel like Dr. Sebi was going to make his mark and it was going to be over with for them. The pharmaceutical industry was not going to make no money because everybody want to get cured. Don't nobody want to keep going to the doctor and not get cured. Like, that's bullshit. Don't nobody want that. You feel me? Don't nobody want that. So that's basically my input on Dr. Sebi and Nipsey's death, you know. R.I.P. to Nipsey. I hate that for Lauren. I really do. But that's how it happens. He wasn't the first person it happened to. Dr. Sebi wasn't the first person it happened to. It happened to a few people. Y'all just need to wake up. The government paying attention. I feel like I had to get my input because everybody on YouTube, been giving their input on the situation. So shit, why shouldn't I? I've been watching this kind of shit on YouTube. I've been paying attention to that kind of shit on YouTube. And all of a sudden it happens to somebody that's very young. Nipsey was nothing but 33 years old, and he tried to make a mark about something that means something. Dr. Sebi was a big name. And that's crazy because I never was acknowledged by him. I never heard of Dr. Sebi. And that's kind of strange because a few of y'all that's probably watching the video probably like, bitch, I've been heard about Dr. Sebi. But me personally, I didn't. But I see Dr. Sebi made his mark. Like, he did his thing. He helped a lot of people, you know. And I hate it. I really do. Everything happened for a reason. But that's basically everything that I've written down. I basically covered everything that I basically wanted to say. I need to wake up and pay attention. It wasn't gang related. I feel like it was the government. I feel like he was going to put out too much information that didn't need to be put out. Because I feel like he was going to talk about what happened to Dr. Sebi, how it happened to Dr. Sebi, and everything else. I feel like he was going to wake some people up. And they want us to stay asleep. R.I.P. to Nipsey. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and drop a comment below about how you feel about the situation. I'm out.